Hey everyone, welcome to Supercy. Now it's been a very exciting week. First of all, this week officially spring has begun. Hay fever. Now another exciting thing that happened this week is that Sonible has released a new plugin bundle called Pure Bundle. Now Pure Bundle contains 3 plugins. Each of these plugins, completely within the tradition of Sonible, are AI based, so artificial intelligence based, and they're very much aimed at ease of use on the one hand and good sound quality on the other hand. By the way, if you want to check out these plugins yourself, I will leave some links in the description, so go check it out for yourself if you like. But now let's take a quick look at each of these plugins. So first of all, we have Pure Limit. Now Pure Limit is a limiter. I'm not going to say too much about Pure Limit because Pure Limit was actually released a little while ago. I already did a video about Pure Limit, so I will also link that up in the description, so go check it out if you like. But anyway, as you can see, it's very simple looking. It's also very simple to operate, which is basically the entire theme of this plugin bundle. So again, very much aimed at ease of use and getting good results very quickly. Now moving on, next on the list we have Pure Comp. Now Pure Comp obviously is a compressor. As you can see, it's equally as simple looking as Pure Limit. And how it works is this. It almost works exactly the same as Pure Limit and the other one, which we'll talk about in a second. You can put it on a track or maybe a bus. Next, we can then select one of the predefined algorithms it comes with. Now, this happens to be a guitar track, so I guess we would then choose electric guitar. Then we can start playing the music and then press the so-called Learn button over here. Once that button is pressed, this plugin will start analyzing the music and it will come up with some settings that it thinks fits the scenario best. And that's basically how it works. Now, there are a few parameters that we can then still change. So first of all, we have this big knob or slider, I'm not sure how to call it, in the middle over here. Of course, we can change that. In this case, this controls the amount of compression. And then we have the style over here. And there are 3 settings we can choose from. First of all, we can choose dirty, which is pretty self-explanatory. We have clean and we have mixed, which is basically a mix between the two. And then here we have an amount for clarity of the sound. So that's basically how this works. Now, the last one to mention on the list is Pure Verb. And you've guessed it, Pure Verb is a reverb plugin. Now, it looks very much the same as Pure Limit and as Pure Comp. It also works almost exactly the same. The only difference is that the 3 parameters that we can still change afterwards do different things. So first of all, the slider or knob in the middle, with that you can set the size, as they call it, the size of the virtual reverb space. Now with synthetic over here, with that we can add some character to the reverb, and mix is basically just a dry wet setting. And that is basically all there is to it. Now, just to give you a little bit of an idea of how these plugins work in practice, let's just do a little demo for what it's worth. So again, we have a guitar track over here. Let me solo this and let me play you the track so you know what we're working with. Let's go. Okay, now let's go through the process that I just explained, which is very simple. So let me unbypass this. I will choose the algorithm that suits this best. Now it sounds like an electric guitar to me, so let's choose guitar electric. And now I'm gonna play this track again, and while it's playing, I'm gonna press this Learn button, and let's see what happens. Let's go. And there you go, that's it. Now let's do a little A/B. I'm gonna bypass it and then unbypass it so you can hear the difference. Let's go. And as mentioned, we can still mess around a little bit with the 3 parameters over here. So let's play around with that a little bit. So this is dirty. This is clean. And this is mixed. I think I liked clean best. Clarity, let's see what that does. Okay, let's just hear it in a mix. Let's go. Alright, well, I have to say it's definitely an improvement. Now, just to round up this demo, let's try to play with some depth perception by adding pure verb. So I'm going to do exactly the same. So first of all, we are going to select an algorithm, in this case, obviously, guitar. So I'm going to play this track again, and at some point I'm going to press the learn button, and let's see what happens. Let's go. And there we go. Now let's do some A/Bing. Let's bypass this and let's see what the difference is. So that's very subtle. I'm not sure if it translates well through this video, but I have to say, genuinely, it really did a very good job. I mean, Pure Comp kind of pushed the guitar in my face. You know, it really made it a bit harsher, which is good in a way because it made it cut through the mix a little bit better. But then it was maybe a little bit too much in my face. But then when I added Pure Verb, it kind of pushed it back and it pushed it into space a little bit. Not really sure if I'm making a lot of sense, but I hope you know what I mean. So I'm pretty impressed by that, and with next to no effort on my part. Anyway, in conclusion, so what do we think of Pure Bundle? Now, in my opinion, Pure Bundle is definitely a great addition to the Sonible lineup. As mentioned, it's AI driven, as are probably most Sonible plugins nowadays. And the AI is there to make it easier for the user. Now, I already mentioned this about Pure Limit, but it's also true for Pure Comp and Pure Verb. And that is that if you really want to get into detail, so for example, if you want to add a compressor to your track or to your mix, and you really want hands-on control of all the details of that compressor, these plugins are probably not going to be your best bet because they simply don't allow you to get into detail. But that's not what they're for. These plugins are really aimed at ease of use, speed, effortlessness. And within that context, you know, again, I'm very impressed because they can just give you some very good results very quickly and very effortlessly. So there you go. That is Pure Bundle by Sonible. Go check it out for yourself if you like. And if you do, let me know what you think about it. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll talk to you in the next video.